in this video, I want to look at surface charts. So I've created a new file. The last one was getting a little bit cluttered. So we're going to call this surface.py. And I've created a spreadsheet called surface, and we're going to save this as surface2. So before we get into this, let me just open this surface spreadsheet and take a quick look at the data. So this is just some dummy data. I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then just some random numbers in here. And if you're not familiar with what surface charts are, you could just skip this. But if you know what surface charts are and you need to use one for your particular set of data, this is how you do it. So, okay, so just our basic dummy data. So up here where we import our charts, I got rid of the long list of charts that we've already looked at because we don't need all of them every time we run this thing. We're going to need several things to do surface charts. We need surface chart, obviously. We probably want surface chart 3D if we want to do a 3D one, and we might as well because that's fun. We also need reference. We've looked at this before, and we need series. I believe we looked at this before. Now, in addition to that, we also need to import something else. We need from openpyexcel.chart.axis, we need to import series axis. And notice the uppercase S and the uppercase A. So this just allows us to make series out of our axis, basically. So, okay, down here we can define our surface chart. And for our labels and data, it's basically the same as before. We have our min column for our labels, min column 1, and then for min rows 2 through 10, which is obviously 2 through 10, right? These rows. And for our data, we have min column, min row, and max row. And our columns start at 2, the actual data, and go to 6. So that would be columns 2 through 6, right? And min row 1 through 10, which is just basically all of our stuff here from row 1 through 10. Okay, pretty simple. Then our chart.addData is the same as all of the things we've done so far. And this chart.setCategories, we set our labels as the categories just like we've done for all the other charts. So we can give this a chart title. I'm going to call this one contour. And then all we have to do is just add this chart to somewhere on our spreadsheet. So I'm going to pick A12. So let's go ahead and save this and run surface.py. Okay, so then we can open surface2 and we see this cool contoured surface chart. Very cool. So that's the basic surface chart. We can close this and head back over here to our code, and we can change this to a wireframe if we want, simply by going chart.wireframe equals true. So if we save this and run it, and then open up surface2 again, we get the same chart, but now it's a wireframe. So that's kind of cool, right? So let's close this. We can also do, let's comment out the wireframe thing. We can also do a 3D version of this surface chart just by calling 3D, right? Remember we imported surface chart 3D up here. So let's go ahead and save this and run it. And let's take a look at surface2. And now we get this 3D, and that's kind of cool looking. And we can also make this a wireframe as well. So let's close this by just uncommenting out this chart.wireframe equals true. Save it, run it, open it, and now we get this cool 3D wireframe. So those are surface charts, pretty simple. If your particular set of data requires a surface chart, this is how you would do it. So that's all for this video.